My mother-in-law called me barren and chased me out of her son's house. Years later, she got a shocking revelation. I got to my friend's house. Without saying a word, I stood there crying like a baby. She understood why I had come because she had always asked me to leave or even fight back whenever my mother-in-law attacked. My friend and her husband were so kind to me. I stayed at my friend's house for 3 months, every day hoping that my husband would at least call me or even come to look for me. Paul, my husband, didn't even make a move. I tried to pull myself together. My friend had a provision shop, so I begged her to lend me some money to start something. I started making noodles to sell, and the business picked up one day at a time. I sometimes wanted to call my husband, but honestly, it didn't feel right. 6 months passed. There was no call from my husband, no divorce, and no request to return the dowry. The next thing I heard was that he was preparing to marry another woman. That was bad news. But what shocked me the most was that the same church that wedded Paul and me was the very same church happily conducting the wedding between Paul and his new bride, who was believed to have come from a family that always had children. The betrayal from my husband and the church sent me into depression, but life went on. Months later, I heard through hearsay that Paul had welcomed a bouncing baby boy. I was happy for him and sad for myself. The news of Paul's baby made me believe that the fault had been mine all those years. In my little corner where I sold noodles, men were asking me out. Some wanted fun, while others wanted marriage. But I believed the marriage chapter of my life was permanently closed because who would want to marry a barren woman? Then, one particular customer came into my life.